Welcome back to my channel. So I want to show you how I made this beautiful V trending top. I used 2 years of fabric, soft pad, hard pad, lining, sequins, rubber and zip. Bring out my pattern paper and fold, then -4 from the top, get my bust line, my waistline, my length line. I'm making off shoulder, so you -4 or you can make -5 anyhow you want to minus, or 6 depending how big the person is. So I marked. Then after that I bring out my table, nipple to nipple, divide by 2, then my half inch allowance, that is 4.5. After that I mark it on all the lines, 4.5 from up to down, 4.5, 4.5. Then I use my ruler to connect them, all the lines together, to make it a straight line. I use my rulers to connect them to make it a straight line. After I finish doing that, I use mark another half inch at the line at the top, then connect it to the bust point. You connect it to the bust point, half inch, you connect to the bust point, then you mark above the bust point, bust line, half 1 inch, and under the bust line 1 inch. So the nipple is not going to be pointed. Then you come under the bust, mark 1, depending how big the bust is. The other side you mark half, you can mark 1.5, but the other side you have to mark the front, the middle pattern you have to mark 1. Then you connect it to under the 1 inch under the bust. See the way I'm connecting it? You can connect it this way. After that, you 1 inch, then half inch there. So you do the same under the waist and the length. Anything you mark at the under bust, you mark the same straight, because you're going to connect the lines, straight lines together. You're going to connect all the lines together to make it straight. Okay. Then you use your ruler to connect the lines, the straight line at the center front of your pattern. You connect half, then this place is 1. If the bust is big, you can do more than 1. You connect it this way. Then you use your tape rule to mark 2 or 3, depending the bust, because that's the to give you the princess cut. Then you use your ruler to connect it to the line above the bust line. That's line 1 inch. Says I'm correcting myself. 1 inch to the bust line. Then use your pattern to connect it. Use your ruler to connect it. You see the way it's curving? You have to curve that way. Then if it's not giving you the kind of curve, you can also use it to curve it inside more. Like I said, you can do 1.5, you can do 2, depending how big the bust is. Then you use your ruler to make it straight, to the length. That's how it's going to be. You're making off shoulder to make it straight. So I'm showing you how to do a princess cut. Then your bust circumference divide by 4. You mark 1.5 inch allowance. Not by 4, mark 1.5 inch allowance. Then you come under, not by 4, your waist circumference. You divide by 4. I'm not using the underbelt because I'm not work with that. By 4. Then you mark you bring out this allowance that you've already marked it, the 1.5. You join it together, which is 3. Then you add it plus your 1 inch allowance to give you 4 inch allowance. You do the same at the length of the blouse. You divide your hip by 4. Then you mark your 1.5 inch allowance. After finishing that, you bring out this allowance to that we've already marked out there and add it. That's 3. So that it will know your material will not be sure there will be allowance for you. Then I connect it. I want to work with at the side from the under bust. Especially if you have big tummy, this will work perfectly for you. You start shaping from the under bust, not from the waist. From the under bust, to give you that beautiful look at the side, the shape that you wanted at the side. After that, you use your tape rule to mark from the bust line upward to get your armhole. You can mark 2, you can mark 1.5, depending how big your armhole is. Then you use your ruler, marks to your pattern ruler to connect the armhole to make it neat. To connect the armhole to make it neat. After you do that, then this is how you're going to cut off the pattern. Just follow from the up, the half inch, you follow down, you cut the center, then the side, at the other side, your line, see the way my hand is going, then you cut it off. I finished cutting. I want to do the back pattern. The front is always higher than the back is lower, so already you minus 4 from the front, then you minus 3 again from the back to make it 7. After you finish doing that, you place your ruler. I want to get the bust line and also the waist line, the bust line and the waistline and the length, the bust line, the waistline and the length, bust line, waistline and the length. After that, after that, you have to remove the front pattern, then connect all the lines together. Let the line meet each other. Then at the side, I remove 1 inch because it's the back, so that my back, my zip will not be puffing. I remove 1 inch at the zip, connect it up. Then before I start my zip allowance, this is my zip allowance, which is 1.5. My zip allowance, which is 1.5. Then you connect it together. You connect them together. After you finish connecting it together, you get your darts from the nipple to nipple, which is 4. After you mark your darts, I want to carve out my darts. Then I put allowance in between that 4. And at the side, in between the 4, just put half inch allowance. Then you connect everything to the hole because I'm going to slit out the back to give it a beautiful shape. Then you connect it to the front, connect the other one to the up so that you're going to have a beautiful shape. Then you start dividing your bust circumference by 4. You divide your bust circumference by 4. Yes, then you put your 1.5 inch allowance. You do the same at the waist. Your waist divided by 4. You put your half inch allowance. Then the same at the hip. You divide your hip by 4. Put your 1.5 inch allowance. After you finish doing that, you use your ruler to curve to give it a beautiful curve. You are making off shoulder. Please don't forget to share this channel. If not, give it a thumb up. Please do so by pressing the button on your screen. You have to just give it a thumb up. Then you use my under the bust. I finished cutting all my pattern. At the back, you have to notch so that you will not be confused the down and the up. Very important, and you have to label. I've cut the front. Now the front, I have to cut the full soft part and also half soft part for the bust point. Then you lay it on the inside. You've done the wrong side of the fabric. You lay your soft part first. Then you bring out the hard part that you cut for just only the bust to give it the buff that you desire to make it beautiful. And it's after that you do that at the two sides of the pattern. You place this harder one on top, the soft one down. Then you must notch all your fabric. Under bust point from the pattern, you notch it. The two under bust has to meet, under bust to under bust has to meet. Then you use your pin to pin it down. You use your pin to pin it down. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you've not done so. Then you connect it. It's not going to be straight. You have to place them well. It's going to look like a C to give you that desired beautiful cup that you want. You use your pin. Please, you always use your pin to make it easy for you when you want to join them together. See the way I'm joining it. Sometimes it's not easy, but you just have to curve two of them together. Let them meet. Let them meet at the where you notch them, the two fronts together. You do the same at the other side. You pin, use your pin so that it's going to be easy for you. Then you do the same at the other side also. Make sure that where you notch, bust, under bust to under bust, bust to bust, then you sew, you curve with half inch. you have to curve your hand. It's half inch you have to sew to the down. So this is how it is. See the way I sewed it. See the way it's looking. After that, you bring out your sequence. You sew on the line middle and the other line of the joining. So then the line. If the V is not coming out well, you can also trim it to make it very very okay. I finished the front. This is the back. I told you I'm going to slit out all the back. Then you join the two sides together. It's half inch to give you a beautiful back, and also you do that to the lining also. You have to do that to the lining. You sew, go to your sewing machine, you sew them together. I finished doing that, and I want to notch. The lining should be shorter than the fabric. So I have to trim, and I want the two sides to meet. So that's why it's giving it V. I have to trim. Then I want the back to be C. You can give it any neck you want to. I want my back to be C. The front I've already cut. As you can see, I've already cut the front. You can cut any out, and then you must notch. Very important. Then you bring the front lining, you join them together from the neck, you join at the side, you join at the down, then you turn from the armhole. You turn it from the armhole. So after you do that, you do the same at the back, you turn. Then this is it. You put it at the two sides, then you close it with one inch. You know the allowance is 1.5. We've used half inch to turn all of them. So you have to join at the side with on 1 inch, 1 inch. Then you bring out your zip and fix with 1 inch also. You know we did 1.5 at the zip. 1.5 you have to join with 1 inch. You have to be particular about that. You bring out your zip, you join it also. After you finish doing that, bring out your sleeve. You cut the sleeve. You minus 4 from the up because I want it to be very long. I'm going to put rubber, then I make it SS. Then cut the armhole, then you do a line shape. You can make it longer anyhow you want to do it. After you finish doing that, take to your sewing machine, you fold it up, you fix in your elastic, you fold it down, you fix in your lighting, and you join with the two armhole you are seeing. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.